throws, pass, caught, Williams, touchdown! Hello there. General Kenobi.
All my exes live in Texas like I'm George Strait.
His quarterback, Tom Brady. And then you. Assemble.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for checking out this video today. Make sure you like it and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the fun. So as you can see of the title of this video, my livestock showing career is done as a showman. As you know, I'm a senior, and senior year is a big time, you're getting ready for college and stuff. And it's a year that's full of last football game, last basketball game, last prom, last lifestyle judging contest. And I knew all these things were coming, and I knew it was going to be, I hopefully have not had my last lifestyle judging contest, but due to coronavirus, I have no idea. But anyways, but I always knew that the hardest goodbye I was going to have was going to be to showing. Because showing livestock to me has been one of probably the single greatest joy I've had outside of, being around the people I love and stuff like that. Just because I don't know why I liked it so much more than football and basketball and all the other FFA stuff I do. It's just something I've enjoyed so much. If you show, you know what I'm talking about, all the hard work you put in, stuff like that. And if you don't show, I know everyone has their passion, whatever they're super passionate about, and letting go of those things is hard, especially if it's not something that can last forever. And I did not think this day was going to come, but early this week it did. And it was kind of a bittersweet moment because I was obviously sad just because, I'm done. I'll never get to go in the show ring again. And that's crazy that I've been showing since I was 8. I've been showing for 10 years, man. I have done so much in between those 10 years. Showing has been, kind of the schedule maker of my life. I mean, everything I've done, I've tried to plan around, when can I go out to the barn, this and that and that, So just to have that all of a sudden gone is kind of a weird feeling. But it was definitely a happy moment still, just because I had such a great time showing, and I had such a great show career that I couldn't be mad or anything like that. So I just wanted to take this video just to kind of look back on my show career, kind of go year by year, tell you what happened, and then just thank some people at the end who have helped me. And so let's get right into it. So when I was in 3rd grade, I did not show goats. I had a pig. And the pig's name was Spider Monkey. And the reason he named him Spider Monkey is because his sire, or his dad, was Space Monkey, and I was obsessed with Ben 10 back then. So, and one of Ben 10's aliens was Spider Monkey, so the pig's name was Spider Monkey. And the pigs were an absolute train wreck, man. Where we live, it's so hot, and we raise the pigs during the summer, and the pigs just did not have a good time. You can walk the pig with a little whip, but if the pig wants to go left, the pig's going to go left, regardless. So that was an interesting time. And my pig was okay. At best, it was alright. And then we switched to goats when I was in 4th grade. That right there is Buck. We had Buck and Bull, my older sister Caroline showed too. This is Buck. And I was second to last in my class that year. And when I got pulled, I thought I got second. And I was really happy. And then I realized that I was next to the bottom. And then I was not so happy. I was crushed. I was so sad. My mom was like, "Oh, it's okay." I was like, all crying or whatever. It was really bad. That goat was terrible. That goat was worse than the pig. But then we got better. So in 2012, I was in 5th grade. And that GOAT is, oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. What's his name? Oh, actually, I don't remember. I always forget this GOAT's name. I can never remember it. But this year we were a little better. Obviously, me and Callie both made the sale. We both have ribbons. Awesome, great job. This GOAT was Gronk, and he was my first class champion at our county fair. I remember him because he was so good back then. Oh, he was amazing. He was so good. Oh, okay, I remember these GOATs names. Okay, that's Twist, my sister showing Twist, and then that's Stifle Rifle. I don't even know. But that GOAT was called Twist because whenever you try to go catch him in the pin, he would always jump up and twist like that. So we named him Twist. Okay, but this is Gronk. He is my first class champion. I was in 6th grade. You know, life was good back then, man. I was like, yeah, turn up. Let's go. And then in 7th grade, I had this GOAT named Grizz. And we thought that was the best GOAT on planet Earth, man. He was so good. We named him Grizz because the grizzly bear is supposed to be the baddest out of all the bears, and this GOAT was the baddest of all of the GOATs. But after the fair, we're going to keep him and go to Houston, but then he died because he got sick, so that was really sad. Yeesh. No, Grizz. He was a crazy sucker too. He was so hard to show. Ugh, I remember that. It took me so long just to get him even broken, and he died. I was like, are you serious? Like, why? What was the purpose? But, you know. And in 8th grade, that's when things really turned around. Okay, like, we had always done pretty good, but in 8th grade, we got really serious about showing, and then that's when we got Minor. And Minor was the truly first, like, really, really good GOAT I ever had. Like, really, 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 really good. Man, this GOAT was a bad SOB. Obviously he's a paint GOAT, so he automatically stands out, and then he was, you know, if you know livestock, you know, I could get in livestock terms, but we don't really need to. You know, he was just, whatever you would want in a GOAT, he had it, man. I won our county fair with him. This is the first time I won Grand Champion, and then we held him over to go to the majors, and we went to Fort Worth, and I got 6th, and I had never been so pissed in my life than that day when I got 6th in Fort Worth. Just because I thought that I was going to go in there and I was going to curb stomp them or whatever. And the GOATs in front of me were garbage. Like, they were total garbage. But whatever. Fort Worth wasn't terminal. We could get the GOAT back. It was all good. And then we went to Houston. And by this time, he was really old. He was like 15 months old. Usually you show a GOAT when they're 10 to 12 months old. So, but he was still so good, it didn't really matter. And I got 5th, that's not true, I got 4th at Houston in my class, and that was really cool, really awesome. That was like the pinnacle of my show career. I was like, dude, like, I just got top 5 at a major stock show. Like, there's no way I could ever do any better. It was so awesome. And then as a freshman, okay, so this GOAT pictured here is Ace. And funny story about him, so we bought a GOAT named Astro, and we were gonna show him, and we had him there for like a month, but then he died. He got sick and he died. And I was like, oh my gosh, like the GOAT buying window was almost closed. We had to scramble, we had to go all over the place just to find a good GOAT, and we found one. So we found my boy Ace. And Ace was good too. Ace is probably the most underrated GOAT that's ever, like, I would say during the 5-year period from 8th grade to now, Ace is probably the most underrated GOAT that's ever walked into our barn. For sure. No doubt. He was really, really good. So, as you can see in the bottom left here, I won county with this GOAT again. And then I went to San Antonio with him this time instead of going to Houston. And then I got 2nd in my class. I just happened to fall into the right class. Kind of everything came together. I could have won the class, but I was cool. Now I'm like, oh my god, 2nd place? Like, this is so crazy. Like, oh my god. Yeah, Ace was really good. Ace is really slept on. I loved Ace. Ace had a really good personality, you know, and so did Minor. Minor was like a dog. Like, literally, he'd come up to you, just let him rub all over you and stuff like that. It was awesome. And Ace was good, too. Ace was fun to be around. So it was good. Like, freshman, sophomore year, like, or 8th grade, freshman year, like, oh my God, like, top 4, top 2 at a major, like, I'm winning this show next year. And then, I actually don't have a picture. So my sophomore year at county, we had separate county goats and major goats or whatever, and I got second in my class with both my county goats. So, whatever, they didn't get to make the cut in the video. So then we went to the majors this year when I was a sophomore, and this is when we started with themes for our names. So my sophomore year, all of our goats were Family Guy characters, because that's when I was obsessed with Family Guy. And so this goat right here, name is Stewie, like the baby off of Family Guy. And he was 5th in his class. He was a crazy sucker, man. He wasn't as crazy as Grizz or Twist, but he was like real wiry and stuff like that, which ended up actually making him show really good because he walked really awesome, and he was a huge goat. He's definitely the biggest goat we've had in that barn. Tall, long. He was in the last class. I mean, like, I almost weighed out because of the majors. You can only weigh so much based on what you card as for your weight. Like, I almost weighed out. Oh, it was so dangerous. He was good. He was really good. And then I went to Houston, and this goat's name was Peter, like Peter Griffin, and I got 5th at Houston. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of disappointed with that result, just because, you know, up to that point, Peter was definitely the best goat we had bought, no doubt. You know, but if you've ever been to a stock show, you know that everything has to come together for you to do really, really, really good. And top 5 in a major is elite. I mean, there's 70 plus goats in each class. You know, so getting 5th is nothing to sneeze at. It's really, really good. I just thought I was like, I don't know, I'd gotten 4th and then 2nd. I thought, you know, you just keep climbing the ladder, but that's definitely not how it works in stock show or life, period. That's just not how that works. You know, there's so many different factors, whatever. But this goat, much like Miner, puppy dog, rub all over him. Oh, he was good. He was so good. If there was one goat I wish we could go back and feed again, you know, just kind of after everything we've learned, I would definitely pick this goat and run it back with him. No doubt. And then, so Stewie and Peter both made the sale. And then at Austin, there was this goat named Brian, like the dog. My dad hated this goat because my dad's name is Brian, and my dad thought that was so stupid, but whatever. This goat I got 10th with at Austin, and only 6 make the sale, so I didn't make the sale or whatever. And I was so mad at my dad because I told him not to that we were going to be in the wrong class if we carded this week, and he didn't listen to me. And then we ended up in that class, and then we got 10th, but I definitely would have made the sale if I was in the class below. Oh, I was so mad. I like barely talked to him for a month since I was so pissed. Because, like, dude, I could have went 3 for 3. But, you know, things happen. You learn from it. You know, the next 2 years, junior and senior year, we nailed getting weights in. So, you know, we needed to not get it right this time just so that we could learn and, you know, do better in the next years. So I'm thankful for that. I am very thankful for that. So yeah, that was my sophomore year. You know, I didn't win county, which was okay. And then I made the sale twice at majors. Like, I had a great sophomore year. So going into my junior year, I was like, okay, like, it's time for us to really, like, establish ourselves in the game. Like, I want to be one of those people that when they see my name, that I'm in their class, they're like, oh, man, like, I'm already going to be second or whatever. Like, and so my junior year, we bought this goat for a county named Okie, and I won a grand champion with him. He was really good. Funny story, when my dad first showed me a picture of this goat, I was pissed because it was a terrible picture. He looked like absolute garbage. And I was like, Dad, you really went all the way to Oklahoma to get this goat, and it sucks. Oh, and then he brought him home, and I was like, oh, never mind, he's good. And obviously he was good. He won our county. So, good job, Okie. So, the theme for my goats my junior year was Looney Tunes. And so I was like, okay, cool. And also, with our success the previous 3 years at majors, we kind of upped our goat budget and the money we were willing to spend on goats. And so, with that came more expensive goats, which in theory leads to better goats. And so these two goats right here were the two most expensive goats that we bought my junior year. I'm not going to say the price just because that's confidential or whatever. But let's just say these were the two most expensive goats we had bought yet. And I didn't make the sale with either one of them. Bugs on the left, me in the black shirt, that was at San Angelo. They only sell 4, and I was 10th. There was a lot of livestock things that just did not work with that goat. At these major stock shows, there's weight limits, and in order for him to look his best, he just couldn't. He was gonna have to way over exceed the weight limit, so we had to draw him back down, and he did not look the best he ever could. He definitely did not reach his max, what he could have been, and that was just kind of a function of, that was no one's fault, but it happens sometimes. And that goat was really gentle, really cuddly. Not cuddly, but would let you rub all over him, walk up to you, wouldn't run away. So I really liked the Bugs as a goat, but things happen. And then Taz, the red goat on the right, so they sell 9 at San Antonio. And I was 10th. 10th. One spot away. I might as well have just not walked in the ring. I would have rather not walked in the ring that day than gotten 10th and being 1 out of the sale spot. Oh, I counted and realized I was 10th, and then I said a not very nice word, and then the ring steward told me it was okay, and then I told the ring steward something else that was not very nice, and the ring steward was like, oh, okay. And then I walked out, and then I went to my mom's car, and I cried for a solid 5 minutes, and then I was pissed for another 20. So almost 30 minutes of me just sitting in the car, just didn't want to be next to people. After these 2 shows, I was convinced that I wasn't going to show again after this year. I was like, there's no way, I'm tired. I was just so distraught after these 2. And I was like, okay, and these are my big money goats. And I was like, well, if I can't do good with these guys, I'm never going to do, super, super awesome. I'm always just going to be pretty good, but never great. And I was like, well, I don't want to do that. I want to be the best. And, and then I was like, well, if I can't do it with these goats, then I'm not going to be able to do it. And then Houston came. So going to Houston, my expectations were kind of low just because, I didn't make the sale with the other 2. I was just like, oh my God, I just want to make the sale. And then I did. I exceeded that by so much, so far. This was the big kahuna. I was division champion at a major stock show. So for those of you who don't know stock shows or whatever, basically, long story short, out of a show that had 900 goats, I was the top. I was one of the best 5. Basically, that's basically what that means. I was one of the 5 best goats out of a show out of 900 goats. Basically, what that means. And this goat was not as expensive as those other 2. Had to make the sale, and he was parrot mouth, and he didn't eat for a week before the show, and just this shouldn't have happened, but it did, man. We ended up in the right class with the right judge. He showed really awesome, and then I won my class, and then I won my division. It was insane, man. I would say in my high school, I would say in my life so far, this is probably my biggest accomplishment. Not only from me standpoint, from a pride standpoint, I'm just saying overall accomplishment, this is definitely my biggest one. Being a division champion in a major stock show, just out of this world great. This goat's name was Peppy, like the skunk, Peppy Le Pew. And he was so good, man. Oh, so good. This is probably, obviously, this is the goat. Spoiler alert. This is the goat I did the best with. I would probably say he is the best goat that's ever walked in our barn. Obviously, achievement-wise, yes. But I'm just saying from a pure goat standpoint, he's probably the best one, for sure. And then a couple of days was Austin, and I got second in my class. And I was really happy just because, like, just kind of that wave of going from Houston to Austin and doing pretty good at Austin. It was just, like, awesome, man. And then, oh my God, train of thought. Okay. So then came my senior year. So my senior year, which has been this past year, I was reserve champion at my fair with a goat named Rocket. All of my goats this year were Marvel characters. Okay, and Rocket was so good. He was good. I liked him. Dope. And then we originally bought 3 major goats, but then we picked up this goat after county to go to Denver, or the National Western Stock Show, which is in Denver, Colorado. And this goat's name was Bucky, and we did not expect to do anything with him. It was just for the experience. I got 9th in my class, which, like I said, I didn't care what happened, just because we were going just for the experience. And that goat was pretty good. He wasn't bad. And then we went to San Antonio. This goat's name was Cap, like Captain America. And I didn't make the sale. I don't know what place I got. They didn't. It was weird. Me getting 10th at San Antonio with the red goat was like a weird anomaly because they normally only place however many make the sale. So for him, but whatever. So I don't know. I didn't get a place or whatever. I just didn't make the sale. I was really pissed. Just because this goat was good. Like, I definitely should have made the sale. But that's how it is in the stock show world. You walk in there with a really good animal, you get the gate. It happens sometimes. And then we went to Houston, and I almost didn't get the show here because of coronavirus. So normally they have these shows over 2 days so that, the judge isn't just completely overwhelmed. But nah, man, at Houston, man, we showed the entire show on one day. And I didn't think I was going to get the show, so I was just really thankful that I had the opportunity. So I was like, you know what? Whatever happens, man. And this guy's name is Thor, and he showed so good that day. So awesome. And then, oh my gosh. He showed so good and so great, and I ended up getting 6th, and it was awesome. It was a great time for... it was a great time for my last Houston. The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is my favorite show. So to go out like this, good time. I got the chance to show, so I was cool. And then, so because of coronavirus concerns, they completely canceled the Austin Stock Show. So a group of goat people in Texas created basically a makeup show. It was in Boerne, which is outside of San Antonio, called the Keep It Weird Jackpot. And they set it up just like Austin would have. So this goat's name was Spidey. This is my favorite goat that I've ever had. So good and so freaky and so nice and so great. I only got second in my class, but it didn't matter. I was just happy just because, I got the show and whatever. I had the opportunity to show the goat, so I was cool with it because I didn't know what was going to happen after Austin got canceled. And I'm not even going to lie, these are some really good pictures. Those two right there, ooh, those are some stock show pictures right there, boys. And then, it was just, and then boom. Now I'm done. And that was my last goat ever. I was really sad, honestly, to put him on the trailer just because... I just loved that goat. I loved all the goats I've ever had, but obviously some more than others. So that's basically my show career in a nutshell. There are so many people that I need to thank overall, but just some people I just want to spotlight for sure are my family. They supported me. They've been to every show. They're there at every show. Doesn't matter what I do. They're always so proud of me. They're always going to love me. My dad, he's been the one that's, kind of been the main person taking care of the animals with me, helping me get ready for the shows, stuff like that. And yeah, we argue sometimes, but everyone and their dad does. And so, I was just really glad that this kind of got to be our thing be our thing. My ag teacher, Mr. Oliver, which is on the left, he's always been there every step of the way, stuff like that. Always been there right there to help us do whatever with the animals. And then my friend Avery, she's been to every show I've ever been to, always is there. She's in every backdrop picture. She's just been the greatest supporter and friend that you could ask for. So that's the end of the video. Sorry for rambling for so long, but the show, this meant a lot to me. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it and have a great day.